Hello children, welcome to yet another session of Geography Class 10 Soil Resources Session 2. Now before we commence, let us have a quick recap of what we have studied in our previous session. In our previous session we had studied the 4 types of soil that is in the ICSE syllabus found in India: alluvial, black, red and laterite. Now, the importance of soil resources to the Indian farmers, we came to know that it is the success of agriculture depends on the quality of the soil. Large variety of soils, Indian farmers, because of this large variety of soil, the Indian farmers are able to grow a large variety of crops, be it rice, wheat, jute, cotton, etc. Many crops can be grown because of the various soils found in different parts of India. Then the fertile soil farmers are able to feed thousands and millions of people. They are able to export a large number of the agricultural products and earn foreign exchange. So this is how it was beneficial to the farmer. Now, classification of the soil, and the 2 basic classifications that I told you was the in situ soil and the transported soil. The difference between the 2 was that the in situ soil was found where the parent rock exists. The transported soil is carried away by the agents of erosions like winds and rivers. In situ soil will always have the characteristics of the parent rock, whereas the characteristics are totally differ from the rocks found in that region in transported soil. Best examples of in situ soil are black soil, red soil, laterite soil, whereas the transported soil is alluvial soil. Now, apart from that, we had studied about the alluvial soil and the formation of alluvial soil, how it is made. That we came to know that alluvial soil is eroded material brought down by the rivers and and when they deposit them in the low-lying areas, river valleys, deltas during the time of floods. This is how the alluvial soil is formed. Now, it's found in the plains of northern India, West Bengal, Bihar, UP, Punjab, Brahmaputra Valley of Assam, deltas of Ganga, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Krishna. So all these places alluvial soil is found. Then apart from, there are 2 types of alluvial soil also, Khadar and Bangad. Khadar is the new alluvial soil, Bangad is the old alluvial soil. Khadar is very fertile. Why? Because it is renewed by annual floods. It is clay in nature, found very close to the river banks and fine grained. Whereas Bangad soil is less fertile, it has more of sand, less of clay, it is sandy loam. It is found in the higher areas away from the rivers where flood waters do not reach, and it is coarse grained. So these are the basic difference between Khadar and Bangad, and of the 2, which is more fertile? Khadar. Okay. Now we had also studied about the characteristics of the alluvial soil, that it is rich in potash and lime, poor in humus, nitrogen and phosphoric acid. It is light and porous in nature. It can be easily plowed. In the lower Ganga region, the soil is compact, fine-grained, rich in humus and can retain moisture. By lower Ganga region, we mean the deltaic region, and it is also rich in humus near the Ganga delta. The crops which can be grown: wheat, rice, jute, sugarcane, cotton. Now, next we come to the types of alluvial soil based on its region. Sometimes there are different types of alluvial soil found in different regions. The first one is the riverine soil, riverine alluvial soil. Now the soils, children, you can note down this. that soils found in the river banks, brought down by the rivers and deposited during flood. So you find the riverine soil near to the river banks. Next one is the deltaic alluvial. It is the alluvial soil found in the delta of Ganga, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Krishna delta. It is very compact and clayey in nature and can hold moisture for a long time. Inland alluvial soil found in the river basins of Ganga, usually in the middle course of the river. It is loamy soil and very fertile, and it is easy to plow. Now the coastal alluvial. This soil is found along the coastal belt in Peninsular India. It is a mixture of clay and sand. It is of tidal origin and it will be a little saline in nature. I hope you have written down what I said. Now, next we come to the black soil. Next in our syllabus is the black soil. Now, the black soil is formed by the basaltic lava rocks due to high temperatures followed by torrential rainfall. So, this is how the black soil, mostly found in the Deccan Plateau region, is formed. Now, black soil is found in greater parts, we can see in this map also, greater parts of Maharashtra, Gujarat, parts of Madhya Pradesh, southeastern parts of Tamil Nadu. So this is where the black soil is found. Now it is very good for the growth of cotton, sugarcane. Food crops such as wheat, jowar grow very well in this soil. Now, due to many of these reasons, now this black soil is called by many other names. Children, please note down that it is also called the Rega soil. So, instead of using the word black soil, if in the examination the word Rega or any other word is used, please do not get confused. Okay, so it is also called the Rega soil, the cotton soil, moisture retentive soil, lava soil, volcanic soil. So there are various names to the black soil: Rega, please note down, cotton soil, moisture retentive, lava soil, volcanic soil. Characteristics of the black soil. Black soil is clay in nature. Black soil is rich in carbonates of calcium and magnesium and iron oxide. Then to remember this, now it's pretty difficult. Sometimes they ask, what are the chemical characteristics of the black soil? So when they use the term chemical characteristics of the black soil, we have to note down the names of these chemical things. Please, you may know, and to best to remember is by remembering limb cap. You may note down that the black soil is rich in lime, iron, magnesium, calcium, alumina and potash. Please note down the names. It is, in short, we can call it limb cap. If you write these names, you get marks for it. L stands for lime, I for iron, M for magnesium, C for calcium, A for alumina and P for potash. So the black soil is rich in all these things. Then it is deep and fine grained and moisture retentive. It becomes sticky when wet, and when it is dry, forms long deep cracks. Okay, so we can see in this slide that it is clay in nature, which is one of the characteristics also. Then it becomes sticky when wet. So too much of rainfall, the plowing should be done just after the first rain. Otherwise, the land becomes, you can see it becomes very sticky and it is very difficult to plow. You can see in the picture that the tractor has got stuck and finding it very difficult to plow the field. But if it is dry, when the rains do not come, then also plowing cannot be done because it forms cracks. So it forms cracks when dry, and too much of rainfall, it becomes very sticky. So just after the first rain, the soil needs to be plowed. Okay. So before we come to the red soil, so these are the basic characteristics of the black soil. So we must also know that millions of years ago, in the northwest delta in the Deccan Plateau region, was covered with a wide extensive lava sheets. These sheets of lava rocks weathered in fine particles due to high temperature followed by torrential rainfall and formed the black soil. So this is how the black soil was formed in the Deccan region. This region was covered by lava sheets, extensive lava sheets. Okay. Now we come to the next soil, that is the red soil. Red soil is formed, it looks like this. It is formed due to the weathering of the ancient crystalline rocks and metamorphic rocks, and again it is formed due to high temperatures followed by heavy rainfall. Then the characteristics as mentioned, it is more sandy and less clay. It is rich in iron. Okay, now if it is asked, please do not write that it is rich in iron. Please mention that it is rich in iron oxide. So many a times it is asked why the red soil is so, why it is red in color. So the red in color, it is due to the presence of iron oxide, and that is also a key word. If you miss the word iron oxide and only write iron, you do not get marks for it. So, and a small amount of humus, poor in phosphorus, nitrogen, lime, slightly acidic and do not retain moisture. It's not moisture retentive either, and it's acidic, it lacks nitrogen, lime. So, it is poor in humus also. So it is coarse grain. You may add one more thing, that it is coarse grain and as given it cannot retain moisture. So the areas where you find the red soil. Now please children, focus on the areas which are red in color. Those areas depict the areas where red soil is found. So red soil you find in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, eastern parts of Madhya Pradesh. Then in the northeast, then it's also found in Jharkhand region, Odisha. Then in the northeast, it is found in Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland. Now this is not a very fertile soil, but it gives good results when fertilizers are added to it. And a large number of crops can be grown when the fertilizers are added to the red soil. So what are the crops which can be easily grown is rice, sugarcane, cotton, pulses, ragi and jowar. Here, the rice, sugarcane, cotton, pulses, tobacco, ragi. So these are the various crops which can be easily grown with the help of fertilizers in the red soil. So for today we end up here. We will again start with the next laterite soil and move ahead with the chapter in our next session. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.